Hey guys, good to have you join me again today. I want to share a quote with you today. I like to share quotes on this page. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you will have noticed that. When I share these quotes, I'm not just finding things on Facebook and Twitter and places like that, social media, and just posting them, just I don't know, to fill up the page kind of thing. I post quotes that I've actually spent some time really grappling with and really thinking through from my life's perspective. And I want to share a quote with you today from a guy called Kevin Ngo. I hope I've spelled his name or pronounced his name right there. His surname is spelled Ngos. I think that's Ngo. He's a motivational speaker and an author. And he said this: if you don't make the time to work on creating the life you want, you're eventually going to be forced to spend a lot of time dealing with the life you don't want. That makes a lot of sense to me. If we don't spend the time really pursuing the life that we want, investing, putting the time in to create the life that we want. And for me, I'm a Christian. I'm open to what God wants me to do in my life. He has a plan and purpose for my life, and I want to pursue that. I want a good life. I want a good life for my family, and I want to pursue the things that God has planned for me. So if I'm not working towards that, then chances are, as Kevin says there, we're going to spend a lot of time, or I'm going to spend a lot of time dealing with the life that I don't want. Maybe that will be putting out fires because I pursue things that I shouldn't have pursued, or maybe that's with regrets and disappointments and so on and so forth. I don't want to go down that road. I want to put the work into achieving the life that I'm longing for. Recently, we've had a little bit of an update in our lives as a family. We've adopted my daughter Abigail. She's been with us now. She's 7 years old, and she was 5 months old when we first adopted her, when we all first came together as a family. It's taken a long time to get the adoption finalised. A lot to do with being in South Africa and being from the UK. I haven't got permanent residence here yet, although I've applied for it. So it kind of held things up for quite a while. A bit frustrating, but I don't want to just go on about that. The exciting news is that actually everything's gone through now. We've had our final piece of paperwork from the courts, from the Department of Home Affairs, to actually say that Abigail, in the eyes of the law, is our daughter. She's been our daughter in the eyes of God and in our eyes since the moment we clapped eyes on each other. But anyway, everything's been crossed. All the T's have been crossed, all the I's have been dotted, and she is officially our daughter. We can apply for a passport and so on and so forth. But it's kind of made me think about, this is a new chapter, if you will. And obviously we're moving towards Easter as well. Easter's just around the corner. And whenever I think of Easter, especially Easter Sunday, when Jesus rose from the grave, it was a new beginning. It was a new beginning for anyone who put their faith and trust in Jesus, And I think we're in a bit of a place of new beginnings, and that it always excites me, whether it be New Year, whether it be the Gregorian New Year or the Jewish New Year or Easter. It's always an exciting time for me. I always thinking ahead as to what God wants me to do in my life. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm in that place where I'm thinking, okay, what is the life that I want to build? What is it that God wants me to achieve in my life? How can I make a difference in other people's lives and really pursue the things that God has for me? He's invested a lot in my life over the years. I've been in pastoral ministry now for 17 years, as long as I've been living in South Africa. So he's invested a lot in me. How can I use all of that investment to help others? So I'm looking to really build the life that God has for me. And it's, as to Paul Kevin's quote again, I don't want to spend the rest of my life putting out fires and dealing with a life that I don't want. I really want to pursue the things that is going to build the life that God has planned for me. So that's a bit about me, but what about you? Think about that quote from your perspective. What sort of life do you want? What sort of life do you want to build for yourself? And it's never too late to think about it. Maybe you're just coming out of varsity university and you're looking at build your life. Maybe your children have grown up and have left home, and you're thinking about the rest of your life. Maybe you're retired and you're thinking about the rest of your life. What do you want to build? How do you want to build your life? What things do you want to pursue? I want to encourage you to spend a few moments, maybe spend some time with a notepad and pen, a journal, and just write down a few thoughts. And then pray about that stuff and see what God has to say about that stuff. And then I encourage you not just to have the ideas, but to take one step at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and really start pursuing the things and achieve the life that you have really longed for. So I hope this post has encouraged you. I look forward to hearing from you. Maybe you can share some of your ideas and I can get behind you and just encourage you along the way. Some of the things that you want to pursue in your life. If you want to connect with me, please do so via the comments, or you can message me directly. And I'd love to come alongside you and encourage you in your pursuits. Anyway, guys, it's really good to speak to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bless you guys.